defense tries to do. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. So Arkansas State's offense will get first crack at it today. And this junior wide receiver is a focal point in their passing attack. He's a good route runner, good solid hands, and a big part of this passing attack.
And man, this guy is fun to watch. You do not want to take a bathroom break. Sit in your seat when this offense has the ball, because at any point in time, this receiver can make the unbelievable highlight catch, David. His catch radius is as good as there is in all of college football. He has an unbelievable ability to just reel it in, and we just expect it to happen today.
It's just a knack, and it's almost like every weekend you're going through social media, like, where's the clip, right? Like, because he just makes these clips that most humans don't make, whether it's one hand, whether it's two hand, whether he's guarded or not. Like, he just has this unbelievable knack of playmaking, and we will see it today at some point in the ballgame.
They'll move the wide receiver. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He didn't even have a chance to get back to the line. What a job by this defensive front. And the Red Wolves will send out the punt unit. Hauls it in at the 25. Makes a move. Well, they finally stopped him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. The Jaguars offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. And we get a look at Bishop Davenport. Tough day in that last loss, threw a couple of interceptions and did not throw a touchdown pass. The run inside. It's Phillips.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Gashes the heart of the knee. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, South Alabama.
And that is exactly what they wanted to see. They talked about bolstering their speed at the running back spot. They said this guy could do it. And you get a good glimpse of it early in this football game. Baller, there's one thing to talk about speed. It's another thing to talk about speed. And that guy takes off, erases some angles, and makes the big play early.
It's so true, David. There's so many really good running backs in the country that can make people miss, but when we see them get into the second level, they always get caught. This guy is a little bit different. And now if you're on defense, that's a big alert. You know, hey, if we don't tackle him, if linebackers miss him, if safeties miss him, and this guy gets in the second level, he is taking it to the house. There's a lot of pressure now in this defense to tackle.
They'll run play action. Quick strike complete. The spin, still the speed. And he'll have to check his feelings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
That's why for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
The sure hands, it's Spencer. Breaks it in the open. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. The Red Wolves in the hurry-up.
They're going to try to get this guy the football as many ways as they can. You're going to see it, obviously, in the running game, but here doing a nice job in the pass game, too. Leaking him out of the backfield, working the right side of the field. That's a nice game by the offense.
And his throw is incomplete.
Unfortunate with that incompletion. The quarterback and his intended target not on the same page.
They're dealing with a second and long. On the delay, it's Spencer. Gain of 6. They're looking at 3rd and 4. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. Dropping back, it's Owens. Complete. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9, where it'll be 1st and goal. And the Red Wolves, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. A 1st down run in the red zone. try to snap it quickly. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. They worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. And to the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas State.
That's a nice job by the offense there on their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and now you're scratching your head. It didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the way.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. The defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. The Jaguars offense ready to go back to work. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Working that left side now. Makes the grab and not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. And the Jaguars with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving.
Early in the game as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
To the air, it's Davenport. Got his man. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. The Jaguars are in the hurry up.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to pull loose and come.
They'll need to get this one to the 31 here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires quickly. They are on the move as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 28. The Jaguars come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Awesome job there on 3rd down by the QB, working through his progressions. He wanted to go downfield, but the defense took everything away. So his eyes come down, he finds the drag route underneath, makes a good throw, and his guy does the rest to pick up the 1st.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Makes the grab on the left. A likely touchdown-saving tackle, but the catch and run takes it down to the 7. And the Jaguars have it with a 1st and goal. Zings it complete to the right. And the defense settled in to stop that before a short gain. They pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. This is a design run. No running room at all, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and goal.
Check. 1852, soldier. 1852, soldier. Square. Go.
Dropping back, it's Davenport. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Jaguars! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
On the move from inside his 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Snags a quick pass on the left. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll pass off this first period. That's the end of the quarter. South Alabama has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. After the short completion, let's see if they go back to the air. Second down, he'll throw it. Snagged in the middle. It's Summers. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play calling.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. The Red Wolves trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass on second down. Throws to the tight end. Makes the grab. It's Little. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Fred. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down. And the Red Wolves want to pick up the tempo. Off the play fake on first down. To throw. Firing to the right, complete. Let's throw, man. He might have some space. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down.
And man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now,
makes the catch and he's free. He's again. Touchdown, Red Wolves. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
South Alabama has it back. The Jaguar offense going to work. These two offenses have been outstanding in the early going, and that ramps up the pressure to put something on the board every time you touch it. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1.
run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more, but sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Keep it on the ground. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. To the ground and try to move the chains. He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32.
How do I make the defense defend multiple plays? Really nice job running the RPO. The pass threat, you could tell, softened them up a little bit. Now you hand the football off, and you get the big third down conversion.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
28, 29 belts. 28, 29 belts. Jack, 22, 90 Mountain. 22, 90 Mountain.
And send the tight end in motion. Scanning the field, it's Davenport. A little release to the back. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. The Jaguars are moving quickly down the field.
Down, ready, go, go.
Running inside, it's Phillips.
you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
They'll send the back in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. Under fire. They get to him as he throws. Got a wide open receiver. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
I saw both those guys open on the
That's
fucking
what's so
field.
scary
I just
about this
hesitated way
offense.
too
They've got
much.
guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
I know.
Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? The run inside. It's Phillips. Whistles as we have a man down on the field.
These injuries are fucking ridiculous.
We hope this is just momentary. Howie Rowe will keep an eye on everything for us. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Puts it in. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout.
Hey, this offense is trying to stay aggressive. They want to blow this game open and take the lead. They're not going to settle for a field goal there, and that's why that last third down was critical, that they were able to pick that up, keep the offense on the field, and think about 6 points.
They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. And the D deny them on second and goal. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this third down play. Motion from the back. They'll run it here on third and goal. And he's in! Touchdown, South Alabama!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground, take the lead going into the half, take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Spencer. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets him up to the 24.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Blasted as he lets it go. Oh, goes right through his hands, and he will think about that one for a while. It'll be third down.
And that doesn't happen very often. That's their go-to guy. I love the way they move him around the field, and they try to attack the middle with him to get the ball in his hands and let him do some damage. And he shows you the drop. Okay, it's in there, but it doesn't happen very often.
Wants to throw. It's Owens. Unleashes it on the run. And they
So we gotta come down. I don't care if I didn't click on them or not.
The Red Wolves will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. Slips through the line. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Guys, we'll have another look at this South Alabama offense. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Running inside, it's Martin. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Jaguars moving quickly to the line.
And after giving up the long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going.
It's not even a play I picked.
Yeah, you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. You don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong. And sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
Picked up 8 yards there. 3rd down and 2. 3rd and short. Coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Makes his man miss. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets them a first at the 29. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Buys a little extra time. Looking down the middle. Boy, did that one have revolutions on it, but it's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone. They did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Looking to throw, it's Davenport. Rushes on him. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
Finds a tight end down the gut. He's down right there, but he has plenty to pick up the first down. Set up for the first down play, and they're going to call a timeout and talk it over instead. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. He just threw it away, and the last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. 2nd and 10, he'll throw again. Touchdown, Jaguars! Middle of the end zone, he's got it!
And that's just a fantastic job of executing the 2-minute type situation by this offense. Something you practice all week long for end of half and end of game. Quarterback, really nice job. Good job by the staff, too, getting the plays in quickly so they could get up to the line of scrimmage and get going. And it's them scoring that touchdown with seconds to go here in the first half, piling onto their lead. That gives them tremendous confidence heading into halftime.
Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. The give on the counter. Short gain on that run as the clock winds down here late in the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, let's get it started here. Week 6 on what's already been a revealing day here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with the Troy Trojans taking on the Southern Miss Golden Eagles.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be brought down. South Alabama appears ready to start things on offense. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the 3rd quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
Could be an alley. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Run the football, you're ahead, you can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Rides to the back. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. And the Jaguars have it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Ready, go.
Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down. Got 8 on first down. Now looking at a 2nd and 2.
Yeah, this offense is going to try to run the ball and do it in a variety of ways. You'll see zone reads. You'll just see straight downhill run.
There he goes. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. The Jaguars kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Finds his man. It's Woods. Down to the 32 and out of bounds right there. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Wants to adjust the pattern.
Red 54, red 54. Go, go.
To the air. It's Davenport. He's got it. And he's brought down after a nice game.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. On the option. Keeps it on the option. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. The Jaguars pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, South Alabama. And they take it in for 6 more points. No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. And they split the uprights on the extra point. They're up 35-14.
Well, this offense needed a touchdown. No doubt that was the guy the QB was going to be looking for on that play.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Arkansas State ready to get this drive going. They're down by 21 points. When you get a touchdown here, you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, maybe making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision.
I think he's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
The defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Looking for a man. It's Owens. Slips through his hands and incomplete, and they had everything set up for the screen except the catch.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand...
Fires one high and deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. And the Red Wolves line up to punt it away. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. He makes the fair catch, and they'll spot the ball at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Trying to make magic with his feet. He gets it up close to the 25. Out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 24. And the Jaguars with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Out of the gun, the inside give. Maybe a crease. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. The Jaguars are moving quickly down the field. From the gun. Give on the inside. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4.
Go, go!
They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Right around the halfway point of the season, neither of these squads that we've watched today ranked, but here's the top 25 as it stands right now. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Now on the option. He'll pitch it. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picks up the first down. And how about the timing on that pitch? The Jaguars kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there.
Turning it on. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. And the Jaguars come to the line with a new set of downs. Right back to the well. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward now, back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Back to throw, it's Davenport. Bringing the heat. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to find another play in the red zone. It'll be 3rd down. This is one of those momentum turning points. If this defense can force a field goal attempt, that is a victory for them. Oh, he didn't get there, and what a stop against an offense that's been magnificent on 3rd down. No hesitation from this head coach. He will go for it on 4th and goal from the... And he's in, pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Jaguars! Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide.
I think most coaches on 4th and goal from the 1-yard line nowadays, they're going for it. And I like this offense because if I can't get 1 yard, I don't deserve to win. They're physical, lower their pads, and they get the big 4th down conversion.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Guys, we'll see if this Red Wolves offense can get moving. Tight end now in motion. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. On the move, he fires. With the catch, it's Burris. And they'll bring him down after the long completion, a chunk play for the offense. After that huge play, they'll try to finish him off with another, and it's 1st and 10 from inside the 40. The run inside. It's Clay. Got enough for the 1st. And he's brought down after a nice game.
And this offense is kind of showing you a little bit of everything, but putting big plays together, really getting their momentum going. This ground attack now, you watch. They've got a little bit of everything, man. The balance, the structure, the play calling. Right now, they're in a really good rhythm.
And obviously, you're never going to point to one individual play over the course of a game, but that right there is basically a microcosm of the day it's been for this offense. They have not been able to get points up on the scoreboard because they simply can't execute.
That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. They'll try to run for it. Touchdown, Red Wolves! Great job by the back on the option.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's shown it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the
Listen, you start to get desperate, right? Late in the game, it's in the fourth quarter. You know, I got to steal a possession somehow, some way, and you got to pull the trigger and kick an onside, something you feel good with. They tried. Unfortunately, they failed, and this game's going to get difficult now even more down the stretch.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run is coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12.
95, 95, slide. Go, go.
Back to pass, it's Davenport. Here comes the heat. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know a lot's went wrong, but just live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Floats it out in space. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31 and a big pickup on that one. Offense picking up steam. 1st and 10 from the 31.
Let it go.
They want that clock to run. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you. Right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
Russell to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the 1st without scoring. Looking to throw for it. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, South Alabama. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Now they've got a little breathing room after that score, and a Week 6 victory is in the offing, it appears.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. This drive will open from the 15. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Spencer. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. And now on 2nd down for this offense. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to